Today I want to use an example from a song by Herbie Hancock called Cantaloupe Island because it's an awesome example to show you rhythm, syncopation, and using eighth notes and offbeats, which is really important and can be hard for some piano players when they're just getting started. So here's how the song goes. So, let me break down what's going on in this awesome groove. Because if you can get this groove, you're well on your way to understanding syncopation and some cool rhythm in piano, in jazz style piano. So here's what we're going to do. Let's look at the eighth note and see what's going on. So, when you have eighth notes, that's all that we're dealing with right here is eighth notes. So that means that it's 8 possible spots for a beat to hit. It could hit on beat 1, 2, 3, or 4, or it could be the and of 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Those are all your possibilities. That's it. So when we look at this left hand, we're going to start with the left hand. The first beat is on 1, and then the next beat is on the and of 2, and then the last 2 notes are on 4 and the and of 4. So that's like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll show you guys with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're playing that rhythm correctly. Now, keep in mind, it's on 1 in the and of 2, and then 4 in the and of 4. So don't play like this. Don't play like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. A lot of people, when they're just getting started, they want to play the beats on the down beats. That's what they're drawn to do. So they won't play the ands. It's hard for them to realize that you're, embracing the off note. You have to play on the off note. So when you're playing, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So make sure you're placing the beats in the proper place. On beat 1 in the and of 2 and then 4 in the and of 4, okay? If you were to clap the rhythm, you could clap it. It would be like this. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So if you're having a problem understanding where the rhythm is, then you can go ahead and clap it first. And if you really want to make sure that you're locking it into your brain, you should count it and play it at the same time. That's the way to make sure that you're keeping yourself honest. Do just like I'm doing here. So I'm saying the numbers, saying the beats, and I'm playing it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you can always start slower too. Real slow like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and so you see the notes. I'm playing the F, C, E flat, F, and my fingering 5, 3, 2, 1. See, 5, 3, 2, 1. So now take your time. Make sure you get that left hand, all the way together, and make sure you're really comfortable with that. Now I'm going to show you the right hand. So the right hand, you're playing on the and of 1 and then beats 2, 3, and 4. So you're playing on the and of 1, but the down beats of 2, 3, and 4. So it's like this. And 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Again, clapping it would be like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 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 1. See? 1 and 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let me show you the fingering that I'm doing for that. I got a 1, 2, and then I'm using a 1, 3, and then I'm using a 2, 4, and then back to a 1, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. And you see the notes that I'm playing thirds right here, right? It's these notes right here. Okay, so make sure you have the fingering, make sure you have the notes, but the hardest part is getting that rhythm. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. Now, if you got all of that, then the last part, we just have to put everything together. So when you're putting two hands together, you have to think about it as far as when do the hands play together and when do they play separate. So are they playing at the same time when they hit a note, or are they playing separately? So for this example, the hands are almost never playing together. They only play together on beat 4. The right hand and the left hand will hit on the same beat, and it's on beat 4. Other than that, they're all playing different because the left hand comes on 1 and the right hand comes on the and a 1. And so, and then it continues like that. So if you notice, right here is when they play together. Right here. But other than that, they all have their own respective beats, and so they don't play together most of the time, which actually makes it really interesting, but it also makes it kind of difficult for a lot of piano players to get the hang of it at first. But if you can get the hang of this with both hands, you're well on your way to understanding some real cool syncopation in piano and different rhythms in piano that, you know, people like Herbie Hancock used that made this groove so nice. So that's pretty much it for this. I want you guys to make sure you're got every hand, you know, both hands separately together really well, and then put them together with a metronome like this. Now, if you guys get that, that's pretty much all for this tutorial. But if you do get that and you want to keep going, you can almost finish the song from there, because from there, the song's just going to go to a D flat and it's going to do the exact same thing. So it's basically the exact, not basically, it is the exact same rhythm in both hands. You just go to a different position. The left hand is here now. And the right hand is going to be here. And then the last part of the song you have just hitting this D minor chord. And then that's it. That's the whole song. So, like I said, once you get that first groove, then you pretty much can learn the whole song easily from there. But let me play the whole song once for you guys, just so you can hear how it sounds. Okay? So like I said, once you get that first part, you're well on your way to understanding the whole song, and really this serves as a bigger purpose because you have to get used to playing those off beats, used to playing that syncopation. And once you get used to that, you can play a lot of jazz, because a lot of jazz and, you know, Latin rhythms and kind of Latin inspired, a lot of it. but it's a lot of offbeats in jazz music. That's one of the things that makes it a lot different from a lot of traditional classical music, traditional Western music. So this is a great exercise for you guys to practice what that's like. Okay, that's it for this lesson. So good luck, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.